I'm not perfect, and that's okay. I still keep making mistakes, and that's okay. I probably messed up an hour ago, but that's okay. We thank God for his mercy and grace, but it's not to be taken advantage of. But we thank God that we have his mercy and grace every single day. This even applies to anyone who doesn't even know Jesus yet. Or maybe you got off track with the Lord. This is for any and everybody. This applies to. So, if you had it all together, why would you need God? If you were perfect, if you knew what you were doing in life, if you never made one mistake, if you never did one thing wrong, why would you need the Lord? It's interesting how our mistakes or our choices or the things that happen, it sets us up for opportunities to realize that we need God in the first place. And that's a great thing, because when we realize we need to depend and rely on him, when we realize that that's the only way that we can get through each and every day, man, that's the best place to be, when you finally realize that you can't do anything on your own and you need Jesus. That's the best thing. So God never told you to be perfect. He never said that you're going to not make a mistake. No. He says to trust him, rely on him, have faith in him. He also says that we can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens us. So you don't have to have it all together. And if anybody ever makes you feel like you have to have it all together and you can't make a mistake, then maybe you're hanging with the wrong crowd. Or maybe that's not what you need in your life at this time. But all I know is I don't have nothing all together. I can't keep pointing the finger at everybody else, and I have my own issues. But that's okay, because God still loves me despite my issues. He still loves you, and there's nothing you can do more or less to make him stop loving you. That's the best part. So y'all, on Free Flowing with Christ today, daily encouragement. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe on our channel. There's encouraging videos, shorts, and worship sounds and audio Bibles that we have here in our channel. So every day you're going to be getting daily encouragement, because sometimes we just need to be encouraged. Sometimes we're going through things, right, P? Sometimes we just need to hear that somebody cares, because sometimes we might feel like that nobody cares or nobody's there. Or sometimes maybe you feel like I feel alone. Sometimes we might feel alone, but we're not alone. But that's easier said than done, especially if you're in a place or situation where it seems like it's just you and God and that's it. I understand how that feels. I understand how it feels to be lonely or wonder, do I have anybody in my circle? I understand how that feels, not to know who's in your circle, who's on your team, who is for you. And to be honest with you, that's too much stress. That's why I prefer just to rely on God. Hello, God bless you. I prefer just to rely on God, because if everybody else leaves, or anybody decides to hurt me, or if anybody else decides, hey, I don't want to be in your life anymore, and rejects you, God will never leave you. He'll never reject you. He'll never hurt you, abandon you, lie to you, or cheat on you. None of that. It's interesting. We have a lot of people in our lives that are genuinely good people to have in our lives, but then we have a lot of people in our life that don't mean us any good, that are opportunists, or maybe they want to take advantage of us. I don't know what you may be going through, but I've been through all of that. And I'm here to tell you, it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay. And it's okay to say, you know what? I did that, and I probably shouldn't have did that, but I learned from what I did. That's okay. Call it a learning curve. It's okay. That's okay to make a mistake. How else are you going to learn? And sometimes we have to bump our heads to finally get it, because I bumped my head a lot. And hello, everybody listening. So again, if anyone ever makes you feel like you can't make a mistake, maybe you're around the wrong circle, because when you have God and he is with you, he's not going to make you feel like, well, if you keep making mistakes, then I'm just going to leave. I thank God that he's not like us, because if God was like a human, then we would all be lost. We would all be doomed if God was like people, right, P?
Yeah.
So, encouraging someone today just to stop and say, hey, it's okay to be yourself, and it's okay to make a mistake. Don't stay there. I encourage y'all, if you haven't already, to rely on God and to trust in Him. He'll never let you down and He'll never fail you. He's the best friend you probably never knew you needed or had. All I know is that the more you get closer to God, the more you allow God to reveal Himself to you, the more you allow yourself to be open to how awesome He is, right, Pete? He becomes the best friend again that you never knew that you needed or that you had. So, it's okay to make a mistake. But knowing this, as you go through your day to day, don't forget to stop and acknowledge God. Don't forget to stop and say, God, thank you for this day. Don't forget to stop and tell someone, I love you. Don't forget to stop and say, I'm sorry or forgive me. Don't forget to stop and reflect on your day to day. Do differently. Lord, what do you want to change in me? Is there something I need to go back and do on my end? What do I need to let go of? Today being a different day, what can you do differently? Or better yet, how can you get out your comfort zone and how can you be a blessing to somebody else, right? Because a lot of times we go throughout our days and we're thinking about what we can do for me and mine. But what about others? Because others are hurting. What about giving someone a hot meal? What about calling someone up, telling them you love them? What about praying for others? What about giving back to your community? There's so many different things that we can do every single day. So, this is Free Flowing with Christ, daily encouragement, y'all. I pray that y'all were blessed by this live. I'm not really going to make them long yet, but I pray that someone was blessed today by this. Also, if y'all haven't already, please like, share, subscribe. Check out, again, the rest of the content we have in our channel. We have encouraging videos, encouraging shorts. You're always going to find some type of encouragement on this channel. It's all about transparency. That's what we do here on Free Flowing with Christ. There's nothing scripted. We just go with the flow and we just let God just lead everything that we do on this channel. Anybody ever needs prayer, you're more than welcome to always put it in the comments below. And I encourage y'all again to listen to the videos because it's encouragement. And we all need encouragement, right, Pete? We all need uplifted. And you never know what somebody's going through because a lot of times we're going through a lot of silent battles that nobody knows anything about. So I pray that these videos on our Free Flowing with Christ YouTube channel, I pray that this blesses somebody today. I pray it encourages someone. And I pray that someone could hear today that God is right there waiting for you. And it only takes you to open up your heart. It only takes you to call out to Him. It only takes you to say the name of Jesus, the one that you can get to know for yourself. And not just hear about what people say. Well, I don't really do Jesus. I don't really do religion. Jesus isn't religion. It's relationship. There's no set rules. There's no set time. You don't even got to dress a certain way. It's just literally Jesus. That's it. It's not a religion I have. It's a relationship. That's it. God bless y'all. And y'all have an amazing rest of your day and check out the rest of the videos.